carrying on with line and run. The first few deliveries were very good, but this time Tynor on leg stump, and he did very well to see the ball clearly. And another single being taken. "36 for no loss," coming down the wicket. Didn't hit it very well, and that will bring the end of the over. 4 overs have been bowled. Gail are now 36 for no loss. Appeal, leg side. That's what the umpire is saying. Square off the wicket, just one. There's no fielder. Yeah, the ball will cheat both the fielders and onto the boundary for 4. Very nice stroke. Not exactly probably where he was intending to hit, but 4 runs nonetheless for Sharon, who moves on to 14 of 10 deliveries. Score moves on to 40 for no loss, with 4 more deliveries remaining. Slower in the air, outside option played very softly towards the man at cover. No runs, 40 for no loss. And Abhishek is giving good company to Sharon at the other end on 21 not out of 16. Coming down the wicket, slashes back to the bowler and between his hand and onto the boundary, straight boundary for 4 runs. This is nice, good, straight hitting from Sharon. Moves on to 18 not 12. The power with which he hit the ball didn't give enough time for the bowler to stop the ball, and straight boundary for 4. Wasn't exactly where he was trying to hit. It was in the air, through to the bowler's end. There is protection, so no over to run. 1 run to be taken. 45. Forty. 45 for no loss. So Satish from Tynor has the ball in his hand, given the responsibility from his captain to make the 0 figure in the wicket column from 1 or a couple of wickets. As of now, it's 45 for no loss in 5 overs from Gail. We have to wait and watch whether this man in black can win, because in the previous match, the other man in black, R1, they didn't win today. Outside off, sound pick outside edge. There was no sleep for company for the wicketkeeper. Could have been a run out. The wicketkeeper didn't see what was happening right at the pitch. Had he was aware, he could have taken the ball and whipped up the bails and the stumps. And a double opportunity just begging for Tynor. dear man did very well to stop the ball, but it was unknown for the wicket keeper at the back of his hand to do something miraculously and make the column go from 0 to 1. But unfortunately, he scored 46 for no loss. 47, 46, I beg your pardon, 46 for no loss. Very fuller outside off stump, driven back to the bowler.
Down the wicket.
Coming down the wicket, but couldn't connect it. And into the safe gloves of the wicket keeper. That's what
He's doing the shadow practice.
क्या यार सैंडी वैंडी मत पूछा कर, नाम पूछा कर। लिस्ट में सैंडी नहीं है कोई। संदीप
थोड़ी मारेगा, चल ही रहा है। हाँ तो एक चलेगा कहीं भी हो वो एक चल जाता
मैंने बोला आपको क्लास से बात करनी शाम को कल भी बात करनी थी, बोला संडे बात करूँगा। लेकिन वीकडेज में ना हम बिजी रहते हैं, फोन इंस्टा सोशल मीडिया का बात होती है, लेकिन ज़्यादातर काम के लिए honestly serious I think score, no? 64 for no loss. 64. 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. Half the whole work mass and the whole try use supplementary mass. ट्राई करेगा नहीं, अभी कर लो, अभी कर लो।
वो कैसे करता है? वो जीसस में करता है? हाँ हाँ। अच्छा। फिर उसने क्या बोला? मैं बात करूँगा तब तक आपको ईमेल लिखनी पड़ेगी। फिर हाँ, then he said कि या तो they ask you to come to the studio or you to send me a sample कर ले फुल कोई सरप्राइज sample ब्लड सैंपल तो खराब बोलोगे तो बोलेगा कि ब्लड सैंपल ही भेजो but problem is he's saying वो लोग ना सीरियस के पसंद नहीं करते वो लोग इंग्लिश के सीरियस की बट वो भोजपुरी अदर लैंग्वेज the target is to tap the masses. Regular commentary करोगे उनको masses but does it work every time? Hindi they look as a very serious segment but for other languages probably right? मैं बोलता हूँ ना वीडियो पे इंग्लिश में वो साथ में शॉट आई है कैसे नहीं 1100 रुपये वीडियो आ रहे इसको कैसे बनाओगे कौन सा कोई भी उनका मॉर्निंग का प्रोग्राम ब्लॉक होता है उसमें कोई भी टॉपिक बोलते हैं उसके ऊपर इंग्लिश का लेवल में बोल वाइफ भी करती है मेरी वाइफ हिंदी करती है एग्जाम होता है उसका साल में एक बार 30,000 पैसे वाले उसके बाद वो महीने की रिकॉर्डिंग इजी हो गया एग्जाम तो महीने में रिकॉर्डिंग आ जाती है 1100 रुपये के लिए कौन रिजेक्ट करे लास्ट हुआ के बारे में उनको मना कर दिया अब मेहनत काफी लगती है हफ्ते वाला किसी भी टॉपिक को ध्यान देते She has the audacity to challenge my diction. प्रोग्राम डायरेक्टर क्लास चल रहा है काय ये खेल रहा है छक्के में मार देगा छक्के में कैसे मार देगा क्लास को कैसे can't around with my diction and my pronunciation तो इसमें क्या बोला कि अच्छा नहीं बोल सतीश अभी क्या होगा गलत ही पैसा नहीं 976 स्कोर कितना हो गया 976 9 अब इसको कैसे बोलोगे आसमान में 9 और 74 ना 9 मतलब 9 हाँ वो तो समझा 74 मतलब 76 spell it out 74 is how do I spell it 74 नहीं वो मतलब 4 is like your 4 spell it in English 74 is O double T O H O O H O double T double T is offer door offer door हमारे से जैसे 77 बोलते हैं 78 बोलते हैं हमारी लैंग्वेज हिंदी से पूछ गई संस्कृत से हिंदी ऐसे आपकी सोनिया गांधी हिंदी बोलती है वो इटालियन में लिख लेती है जो भाषा बोलना होता है उसमें
रट लेती है।
हम खाड़ रहा है खाने खाड़ती है कैप कैप पहन ले तभी तो बैठेंगे उसका नाम था समीर समीर चिश्ती ये बोल रहे समीर चिश्ती अभी बोल रहे थे चिश्ती चिश्ती चो चो
मराठी है ना, मराठी में हिंदी में जैसे जो होता है जो होता है, मराठी में ज और ज होता है।
साला साला
नहीं वो झाला होता है, अरे झाला कैसा झाला। अब हिंदी में अपने ज्ञान होता है, ज्ञान ज्ञान है ना, इधर ज्ञान होता ही नहीं। So if I say ज्ञान, I write GYAN.
हाँ राइट GY
They won't have that alphabet in their vocabulary. वो उसको नान बोलते हैं, नान। अब नान जब बोलेगा तो उसकी स्पेलिंग जो है वो DNYN होगा।
बी साइलेंट
मेरे आंसू मेरा मतलब मर जाएगा।
मेरे तो सेलेक्टिंग वाली तो उसमें बोलने वाले जो साइलेंट कर लेते हैं हाँ ओ कोई बोलता आया ये आया हो आया ओ आया ओ वापस लगा मार जो बोल रहा है हंस रहे हैं यार सब फ्रेंड के साथ ओ ओ ये हो माय और दादा मैं हूँ वो साइलेंट ही अच्छा लगता है बोलता तो अच्छा लगता ही नहीं हो किसी मूवी में जब देखता हूँ मैंने बहुत मेरे चुके हैं
into the fence. You can hear the sound of the railing on the side screen. 6 runs. And the score is now 1-1-1 for 1. All ones on the board. That's Nelson actually square off the wicket. He hits the fielder. And he actually helped the ball to go towards the boundary. It will come from 1-1-1 to 1-1-5 now. Rocks on the back foot. Plays towards the man at long on. 1 run. 1-1-6 for 1. Dot ball remains at 1-1-6 for 1. Nice afternoon breeze blowing across the ground. In the air, there's the fielder settling underneath it, and he takes it very well. We can see the celebration from the bowler, how much it means for him. He was safe as a house underneath it. The afternoon sun was definitely onto his eyes, but he did very well to manage to hold on to the catch. So second wicket down for Gail at 1-1-6 for 2. He was trying to slot that shot, but it took the outside edge and went high in the air. And the man held on to it very, very well. So 2 wickets down here for Gail. So 2 wickets in space of 16 runs. And so Tynor, they've managed to come back into the game with the second wicket. With this second wicket by Tynor. And so probably a couple of more wickets, and then Tynor will definitely believe. And then Tynor will definitely believe that they have done something very special to pack back Gail right on the back foot. But as of now, they're still there in the game. Is Gail 1-1-6 for 2. It's the ball, very good ball, right into the channel of the middle and leg stump, defended back to the bowler. And 13 overs have been bowled. Good tight bowling. A wicket in this over. It's 1-1-6 for 2. 13 overs. Short outside off stump, slashes it very well. The fielder giving it a chase and picks up beautifully with his lefty. Wanted to take the second run, but it was not up to it. So just 1 run. 1-1-7 for 2 now for Gail. Very, very wide outside of stump. Right in the middle of both the pitch. That's how wide it was from Ankit. And so an extra to the total. 1-1-8 for 2. Outside off stump again, slashes it very well. There is no protection and the ball will go happily towards the boundary for 4 runs. Into the 120s now. The score goes for Gail. 122 for 2. Very well placed. As soon as the ball went right in the fielders, it only went to one direction. It covers on both ends, and Those are happy times for the ball, and becomes very tough to slow it down. Again, question from the batsman whether it should have been a wide, but he's little bemused of why it was not done. But the score will say 1-2, 2 for 2.
मेरे फोन की पैड लग जाएगी भाई साहब तीसरे मैच में। ठीक है
Again, outside off stance, slashes it very well. The fielder will come charging in from super cover. He misfields. Probably that will allow him come for the second one. There is confusion, and the throw will definitely come little late, but right to the bowler. So 2 runs eventually for Gail. Little bit of confusion. The second one always looks very, very dicey, but they have managed to do it. Outside off stump again, slashing it very well. Back to the same fielder. Looked like a replay of the previous delivery, but the singles and the twos will sometimes goes on to hurt because the winning margin sometimes becomes so minimal, and that's actually the crux of sometimes the difference between a win and a defeat. So this is very important. Those extras, the singles and twos. Cuts it very well towards the fielder. किसी की गाड़ी है मैरून कलर की रास्ते पे हटाने किसी का हो तो प्लीज काइंडली रिमूव दैट वी कैन हियर द हॉकिंग किसी प्लेयर कोई अगर यहाँ बैठे हैं किसी का गाड़ी रेड कलर की गेटिंग मूव
और भी दो तीन बार बोलता है ये सुनते नहीं क्या करें
14 overs 126 for 2 so look will have the ball in his hand already has bowled 2 overs yes 2 wickets to his name also 2 for 20 and Abhishek is moved on to 60 or 40 again was trying to swing with a little bit of skill in the air. The intentions are very clear of what he's trying to do. He's batting on 60, so he's the one who was seeing the ball beautifully now, but didn't manage it. Coming down the wicket this time, but again the connection was not appropriate from Abhishek.
सामने बोला था हम तेज लगाइए तो दोनों तरफ लगाओ पेज ध्यान रखना है सर हाँ लेकिन फिर पूछ भी लेना ठीक है
150 for 4 in 17.1 overs.
बैट्समैन का नाम बताओ मनीष ओके सर
Manish on strike. Will get off the strike immediately is Manish Singh. Will give the strike to the inform Abhishek, who's batting on 80 of 51 deliveries. He needs some good support if he needs to probably get to his own 100. You never know. Some flurry of boundaries, and this might eventually help him to climb up and get a century, and also help manage Gail to go up to a much larger score. Straight back to the bowler. Here's Abhishek. Score remains on 1-5-1 for 4. Wicket in the very first delivery, then 1, then a dot. Very outside off stump, slashes into the air, fielder, and he'll this time take it with both of his hands and will celebrate. He was the one who actually dropped the catch a few years back, but this time he has got his redemption back. And but sadly, that's the wicket of Abhishek. Sight of Abhishek going back to the pavilion will be a sweating sight for the team Tynor, but I'm sure his colleagues at the dugout will stand up and applaud this innings of Abhishek, who's gone back to the pavilion with 80 runs to his name. He has definitely set a very good foundation for Gail. Very well done. You can hear the claps ring and sweeter and sounding bigger and better as he reaches the dugout and will be with his teammates. So 5 wickets down for Gail. Half of the side back in the pavilion. Things looks little difficult as of now. If you're targeting 180, both batsmen almost new at the crease. Smashes it with the cover. There's protection, just 1 run. 151 for 5. 152 for 5 actually. Back to the bowler, he did get a finger. Would have been a very good regulation catch had he held on to it. Wasn't it? I'm sure he must have felt the ball very, very hard onto his hand, but that would have been a very good catch and a couple of wickets to his kitty in the same over. But he has managed to get an important wicket of Abhishek, and now the score will be 153 for 5 after the end of 18 overs. So 2 more overs to go. $153 for 5. Giving himself some room. Again, the fielder. Oh, he mistimed it. But the mistime will cost them 4 runs. But I know he did came charging like a lion in the jungle. But the ball had some other ideas and it went through his legs and onto the SG holdings for 4 runs. A very good start to this over for Gail. And score is now 157 for 5. Around the wicket, giving himself a game, slashes it very well. What's the mid wicket hands for 4 runs? This will be very, very fruitful for Gail, but not a happy sight for Tynor. Could have been just 1 run in the previous delivery, last one. It went to the boundary. This was little touch shot and was onto it in a flash and onto the boundary for 4. And the score will be now 161 for 5 for Gail. $161 for 5. Looking to be a good, healthy score now for Gail with this couple of boundaries that has come in quick succession for Gail. So 10 more deliveries remaining in this innings for Gail. Smashes it back to the bowler. Did very well in his run up to collect the ball. Sometimes it becomes very tough and it comes hurriedly to you to collect the ball. Onto the leg. He was trying to swing it away, but will definitely get a leg by. Yes, leg by signal from the umpire. Score will move to 162 for 5 now. Just a slog over just 9 deliveries now remaining for Gail. I will try and collect as many runs as possible now from his remaining 9 deliveries. Again, some room, didn't connect well. The wicketkeeper did it very well. He has protection back of him, but you never know. The grass is little lighter and it might just help it to go across the boundary. So need to be very conscious and careful. They did very well in the air. There is a man protecting the boundary. 1 run will be 163 for 5, and that will bring curtains to the 19th over. So 6 more deliveries remaining in the innings for Gail. Trying to swing it very, very hard. Away the bowler has already bowled 3 overs. None for 25. Make it none for 26 now. And the score to 164 for 5. Just 5 balls remaining now for Gail. Smashes it. Will just get a single. Strong wind blowing. 1 run, 165 for 5 now. 4 more deliveries remaining in this 20th over. The last over of the innings. Smashes it, but it's in the air. Will it be 6? Yes, it is. A half a dozen for Gail. You can hear someone calling from the dugout. Just 4 deliveries are remaining. Probably he did hear it. And from the voice too, did manage to keep himself going. And luckily for him, it was in the shot. And he got 6 runs for him. Bit shorter again, didn't connect well, and that will be a very easy run out for wicketkeeper. Well, he can't complain much. He has a smile on his face. He knows that everything was there for the taking. He did manage to take it off, but 1 run. He didn't exactly know what the ball was, but 6 wicket down for Gail, and it's 174 for 6 with 2 more deliveries now remaining. I'm sure the batsman coming and joining his counterpart, must have been given enough instructions of how to play those last 2 deliveries. And Neeraj is the new. He has probably the most difficult task of facing these last 2 deliveries. It's the 5th ball on the leg, played very well. Will give the single try and come for the second one. Jogging the first one, they come for the second. Oh, this could be a run out. Oh, confusion, confusion, confusion. Oh, it's again. It's gone in the hands of the bowler. It's comedy of errors all around here. First, that was just a run. Was coming for the second run. Confusion. Back to the wicket keeper. Confusion again. Back to the bowler. Didn't collect. Went right towards the man at long off. Eventually managed to pick up 3 runs. So last ball of the innings coming out. Little bit shorter. It's in the air. Fielder jump, but that's a 6 to finish the first innings. What a good way to finish the 20 overs for Gail. It was in the air, all right. And the score eventually will be 180. I predicted 180, and it was exactly 180 for 6 by Gail.
देखो कुछ प्रिडिक्ट कर दो
180 for 6. They'll be very, very happy, I'm sure. 181 is the target now for Tynor. You can hear the claps going on at the dugout, and I'm sure they'll be very, very happy with that one. At one point, it was tough, but with some boundaries, the 6 and the last one eventually made it go to exactly 180 for 6. So we'll come back for the second innings in a while. Till then, refresh yourself with some juice and probably some max protein bars and some food too. If someone hasn't had their lunch, they can have their belly full. Because we'll be coming back with the live action very soon. First.
बॉल ले आ बॉल बॉल लेके आ जा बाहर नीचे तो जाओ तो कर लो सीरियस बोल रहा हूँ आपका ही बनता है
We have the captain of Gail, Mr. Vikramjit Singh, with us today. Vikramjit, how's the preparation going on to this match? It's a very important match. You've got 180 for six. I did predict 180. Was there any score that was on your mind while you went out to bat? I'm sure they must have been talking in the dugout that this was the exact score was that we were looking forward. Did it meet beyond your expectation, or was it like it was actually a target that was on your mind?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, last match we scored around 160, 168, 170 run, and that was not enough. We were short by 20, 25 runs in that match. So initially, Abhishek and Sharun, they have given us very good start today, and we were expecting around 200 in the board today. But nevertheless, 180 is a good score, and with the bowling we have, we believe that we will be able to defend this target. So actually, if you ask me, the target that was in my mind it was around 200 for today's match.
এটা প্ৰশ্ন অসমীয়াত সুধিম আইনো বহুতে নাজানে কিন্তু কেনেকুৱা লাগিছে ইয়াত আহি পেলাই খেলিবলৈ আপুনি বহুত মেচেছ খেলিছে আগতে আৰু মানে অসমীয়াৰ কিমান আপুনি অসমীয়া আৰু কোনোবা অসমীয়া আছে নেকি তাৰ যোনে আপোনাৰ লগত খেলে গেলত কিমান বছৰৰ পৰা আছে স্পৰ্টছত কিমান ইহঁতি মানে গ্ৰ'থৰ কাৰণে হেৰি কৰে এনেকুৱা I've just asked him how has Gail helped the team to grow through the uh, sports sector all these years. And is there any other Assamese player who's been part of the Gale's cricket team? That's what I've actually asked in our own mother tongue in Assamese.
If you want me to answer in Assamese, I would like to answer in Assamese. Actually, Gilot, Assamese as a player যদি ক্ৰিকেটৰ কথা কওঁ বহুত কম আছে বাট মই বহুত বছৰৰ পৰা গেলত স্পৰ্টছত জড়িত হৈ আছোঁ আই বিন ৱৰ্কিং ইন গেল চিন্স লাষ্ট 17 years এণ্ড গেলত তোমাৰ মানে স্পৰ্টছ প্ৰমোট কৰিবৰ কাৰণে বহুত অপশ্যনছ আছে চ' ইয়াত আজি যিমান প্লেয়াৰ আছে অল আৰ এমপ্লয়িজ অনলি no one is any professional player বা কোনোবা এটা ডাঙৰ লেভেলত খেলে all are employees so we have good employees who are good sports person also আৰু গেলত যেনেকৈ তুমি সুধিলা কুৱেশ্যনটো যে স্পৰ্টছক প্ৰমোট কৰিবলৈ কি কি আছে আমাৰ যেনেকুৱা ইণ্টাৰ ৰিজনেল স্পৰ্টছ মিট হয় বেলেগ বেলেগ ৰিজনছ অল অভাৰ ইণ্ডিয়া গেলৰ যিখিনি ৰিজনছ আছে সেইখিনিৰ মাজত স্পৰ্টছ হয় বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ স্পৰ্টছ হয় ক্ৰিকেট ফুটবল বাকী যিমান আছে চব স্পৰ্টছো হয় আৰু তাৰপিছত আমি এটা তাৰ লেভেল ওপৰত যাওঁ পি এছ পি য'ত পেট্ৰলিয়াম স্পৰ্টছ আমাৰ প্ৰমোশ্যন বৰ্ড যোনটো আছে তাত গেলৰ হৈ ৰিপ্ৰেজেণ্ট কৰা প্লেয়াৰো আছে ইয়াত বহুত কেইজন যোনে এজ এ গেলৰ এজ এ কোম্পানী ৰিপ্ৰেজেণ্ট কৰিছে পি এছ পিটো চ' উই হেভ এ ডিচেণ্ট টিম এণ্ড চাম য়াংষ্টাৰ্ছ হেভ অলছ' জইণ্ড আছ ৰিচেণ্টলি এণ্ড হোপ দে উইল কণ্টিনিউ এণ্ড দে উইল ডু গুড ফৰ দ্য টিম
So it's always so heartening to hear, a PSU giving a very good platform for not only for cricket. Of course, this is the game that we love to play: cricket, football, and other sports growing in this industry, in this PSUs, including Gale also. And you have hit the nail. You have rightly said that you've worked for 17 years in Gale. I'm sure you have seen so many ups and downs in your career, more ups, I'm sure. And how do you see? Probably cricket is the strongest sport in Gale as of now, or do you have a strong cricket team in Gale, or there's other sports also who has a very good, strong sports segment in Gale?
as I said, Gale actually promotes most of the sports. And we have players, very good badminton players. We have very good billiards player here who is a cricket player also, Rachit Madan, and badminton player who represented Gail in many PSPs, Mr. Vimal Kumar, and he is still very young. And rest of the players, they are very new, and hope in future they will also contribute a lot in cricket and in any other sports in game. So if you see in the whole picture, Gail actually promotes every sports. It's not like that if they promote cricket only, they promote every sports. We have hired professionals also in many sports. So that way sports is going on in Gail.
Very nice. So, and coming back to the game, hopeful, confident যে আপনি জিকিব জয় এখন অকমান জিকিব তেনেকুৱা টাইপ মানে we wish you should so strong, you look confident to win this match.
We are very confident that we will win this match because we have a very good bowling lineup. And seeing the pitch, it's a bit dripping, which we have a discussion since morning, dripping of the ball, what that actually means. But we saw in the next 10 overs, the last 10 overs that the opposition bowled, that actual ball was really gripping and it was not easy to score. But still, we managed to score 80 runs in the 10 overs and hope it will good for us in the second innings. Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Vikramjit.
Few words on PCL 10 years and your association with Sachin.
Okay, so one, I think that's a good one. So throughout your journey in this historic pro corporate league, how do you see your journey with Gail going on? Not only with Gail, for you as a cricketer going up the ranks of pro corporate league, your relation with our main person in chief, Mr. Sachin Gupta. So if you can sum up, and then you can probably just go and join your colleagues down. So how
Actually, Gail is associated with this pro corporate league for many years, and we have been participating since the time we have joined this pro corporate league, and we have been playing all the tournaments since that. So, but regarding Sachinji, he's always very much cooperative. Whenever we have less players in the team, we request him to just postpone or change the date, and he always accommodate. So my personal request to Sachin Paji is that please टाइम थोड़ा पाजी मेंटेन कर लो प्लेयर अभी हमारे आज किसी को 3:30 बजे जाना है किसी को 2 बजे जाना है बड़ी दिक्कत है तो यही एक पर्सनल रिक्वेस्ट रहेगा फ्रॉम टीम साइड बाकी it's a very well managed and a very one of the biggest tournament in the NCR region and we hope he will continue to do this good job in future also.
Great, great. Thank you so much. I won't make you wait too longer. You can go and join your team, Mr. Vikramjit Singh. Thank you so much for your time with us and wishing you all the luck. Yeah. I request the umpires to head towards the pitch. We start the second innings very soon now. We have one more match to be played, so we don't want to be held up for too long.
जैसे ही होगा ना थोड़ी परेशानी डर बढ़ेगी ना कंट्रोल नहीं उन्होंने कॉल किया मुझे उनको कॉल किया कॉल हाँ
We have Amarjit Singh, who is the opening batsman for his team and also the captain of Tynor. अमरजीत सिंह जी 181 का टारगेट है, आप ओपनिंग करने जा रहे हैं एंड सो टारगेट काफी ज्यादा है, आपके एक्सपेक्टेशन से आप चेस कर पाओगे। आपने ऑलरेडी सुना ऑपोजिशन ने क्या बोला कि वो कॉन्फिडेंट है जीत जाएंगे एंड आपकी बैटिंग यूनिट को देख के आप ओपनिंग कर रहे हैं। आई एम श्योर कैसा है आपकी स्ट्रेटेजी, आपकी रणनीति क्या होगी अभी चेस में?
I think this is a good pitch. We कि हमने पहले भी इतने इसको चेज किए हैं, तो हम सोच रहे हैं कि ये स्कोर हम चेज कर सकते हैं।
बढ़िया जी, बढ़िया। एंड सो आपकी पीसीएल की हिस्ट्री कैसा है? आपने पहले खेला है सचिन जी के साथ, आपका रिलेशन एंड कैसे आपके, अगर आप एक दो शब्द में बयान कर सकते हैं।
जी ये सेकंड ईयर अपना, तो वैसे अच्छे ही रहे।
और आपकी टीम्स में कोई ऐसे बंदा है, बैट्समैन है जो आप बोलते हैं कि खास हो सकता है इस मैच में? आपके अलावा, आप तो खास हैं ही हमारे लिए, आपके अलावा और खास जो बोल सकते हैं कि हाँ ये दमदार बैट्समैन है हमारे पास, जो ये जीत के कगार तक लेके हमें जीत दिलवा सकते हैं गेल के खिलाफ?
जी हमारे टीम में 5-6 बैट्समैन ऐसे हैं जो टीम को जीत के दिला सकते हैं।
बढ़िया जी, अमरजीत जी थैंक यू सो मच। जाइए, अंपायर्स और फील्डर्स वेट कर रहे हैं एंड आपकी कंपनी भी ऑल द बेस्ट। थैंक यू बात करने के लिए। So we are back to business. 181 is the target for Tynor. First ball. Very good ball in the air, just short of the man at Gully. Could be a run out also. First ball has already some action. Hint of swing in the air. He played it, almost played on towards the man at Gully. And then there was an opportunity at the other end. But the peace prevailed in the end in the very first ball. None for Tynor. Chasing 181 versus Gail. Outside of some again, slashes it over the extra cover and into the boundary for 4. They have started exactly the way they Gail have started with a boundary and slashed it very well. That's what the captain Amarjit Singh was saying just few minutes back, that they are very confident on changing his score, and he has displayed the exact character that he has deployed through his voice. 4 runs for the taking to start the innings for Tynor, 4 for no loss. Very good bowling, very good ball on midland leg appeal. But umpire doesn't feel that it has gone towards the stump, probably missing leg stump, little bit higher onto his pad. Mind you, the umpiring has been very good in this link. We are all human, and but it has been good until now on this league. Very wide delivery. Out goes the extended arms of the umpire on left and right to add 1 run to the total. 5 for no loss now for Tynor.
জুম করে নিতে হবে।
Was again trying to swing Amarjit. Didn't get to the pitch of the delivery. Probably as soon as he saw the ball on the off stump, he tries to just swing it. Probably it will be better if he can go almost right to the pitch of the delivery and try and play it. Appeal and the slow dead finger goes up. Amarjit will be very disappointed, but he has to take the slow walk back to the pavilion. He's just asking the umpire, but the umpire's decision is the final decision. It looks little futile to argue, but I feel he has probably himself to blame. He didn't see the ball too well. He did keep little low, and eventually he did hit his thigh, and the slow dreaded finger of the umpire kept going up and up to signal the dismissal and the first wicket for Gail. So 5 for 1 on the board for Tynor, and Captain Amarjit Singh has to go back to the pavilion. Bowling, this is very good bowling. Tight line and length. A wicket immediately for Gail. And you can see the spring in the step for the bowler while bowling the delivery, middle and late. And that will finish the proceeding of the first over. 1 over has been bowled. It's 5 on the board, 5 for 1 for Tynor. Chasing a target of 181. You definitely need a good start. It's still a very good batting wicket. We have seen one boundary already in the very first over. So that defines that it's a good batting track. If you can engage yourself and give some time to yourself, but also it's imperative that you hit some runs on the board. Very, very wide. You don't have to look at the umpire to say if it's a wide or not. It was very wide, almost onto the grass. And 1 run added to the total. 6 for 1. Set off stump, and it will be wide again. Very, very wide delivery. Probably not getting his angle or probably the number of steps that you need to be bowling on your run up. Probably that might be not be right because two very, very wayward delivery is definitely not helping the cause for him. Good ball. This is good bowling. Left the ball away. Little bit of swing from the bowler and left puffing for answers from the batsman. That's the breeze blowing. You should definitely be enjoying it. It's always so good to see the ball going away from the batsman, trying to probe it at good bowling. Coming down the wicket, slashing over the man of Gully and onto the boundary for 4. It went in a flash. Little bit short outside off stump. And it hit it. And it was only going in the one direction as soon as he flew past the fielder. So 4 runs for Tynor. 11 for 1. Slashing again, and the result will be the same this time. Exactly the same zone that the previous ball went, and this time it was no different. 4 runs written all over it. 15 for 1 for Tynor. This is some good hitting. And pressure immediately on the bowler. He is already under pressure with 2 wide deliveries. Now these 2 back-to-back boundaries will give some added pressure on Arvind Kiran. It's in the air. He smashes it and smashes it very, very, very well. 6 runs. I would say 6 handsome runs actually. 21 for 1 now for Tynor Sport. Very nice stroke outside off stump, and he kept on hitting it way outside off stump and into the trees for 6. 2 more deliveries remaining. It's been a very expensive affair for Arvind Kiran. 16 runs already in his 4 deliveries that he has bowled. 2 fours, a 6, 2 wides also. On the wicket again, helps the ball, but will just get a single this time. A quick single check in. As soon as he angled the bat, he got off the blocks immediately and helped the cause was the non-striker also. The score will now say 22 for 1 with 1 legitimate delivery remaining in the second over. Good bowling, very good bowling. And that will bring the end of the proceedings for the second over. Tynor are now 22 for 1, chasing a target of 181 versus Gail. The legs gracefully played from Midland leg. Quickly got off to take 1 single. 23 for 1. Ball on 16 not out of 6. Bowler outside off stump. He left the ball very well. Probably was thinking that it might just be wide. But 1 legitimate delivery being pulled. Score remains on 23 for 1 now. Nice bowling action as Mahinder 1 for 6 for him. On the leg side, plays it very, very well. Could have been very, very risky. He did very well. Went right on top of the bounce was Mahipal. And eventually will get 1 run. Score is now 24 for 1 for Tynor. Satish now has the strike. It's in the air. Didn't connect it well. Fielder takes it very well. You can see the frustration coming out of the batsman immediately as soon as he saw the ball in the air. Didn't connect it. He did try and make some room for himself, but the ball was not into him, and he did look up in the air and safely paused by the fielder charging in. So 24 for 2 for Tynor Sport, chasing a target of 181 versus Gail, and 2 wickets within 3 overs will provide the much needed boost for Gail bowlers. And Mahinder, he has now struck twice, 2 for 7 in his 10 deliveries. Was in the air for a long time. You can hear the cries of catch it, catch it. But it was over the fielder's head and has gone to the boundary for 4 runs. Score will now move on to 29 for 2 with that stroke. Very good strike. Little bit uppish onto him. And he didn't require a second invitation to hit that stroke. And now the fielder's been asked to go a little back. Coming down the wicket, was trying to slash it. Confusion at the non-striker's end. And that will be the death rattle. The third wicket will be down now for Tynor. So much of confusion right in the middle. He tried to take a big whack towards the ball. He did hit his pad. And the non-striker was up and running immediately. But the striker was not in a mood to pass on the single. And eventually, the confusion led to an error and a wicket immediately for Gail. So Tynor Sport are 29 for 3 in 3.3 overs. Very good bowling. A little bit slower. Ball, very good ball on the leg side. Was trying to tuck down the leg side. Didn't manage it. Didn't manage to connect it. Eventually, no run. But that was a very confusing run out. 29 for 3. Hits it straight on the ground past the bowler. But there is a protection. He just came running in towards the ball. Hit ferociously, very hard. It becomes very tough sometimes on your run up to stop those deliveries. But eventually, we'll get a run, and the score will be now 30 for 3. One more delivery to be bowled in this fourth over. It is slower, softly played on the leg side. Will retain the strike, and 4 overs have been bowled. Tynor are now 31 for 3. They need exactly 150 more runs now of 16 overs. Very good ball, right on the money. Defended rightly on the back foot from the batsman. Score is all threes on the board. 33 for 3 for Tynor Sport. They need 148 more runs now to win. Right, a delivery softly played. Just wanted to take a single, but says no from the non-striker end. Very, very short outside off stump. He had to almost reach for the delivery. But one run eventually. And we'll get a run 34 for 3 now for Tynor Sport. Being halted on the progress with this couple of wickets that has suddenly fallen for them in the pursuit of 181. Never, never easy when you have lost a host of wickets immediately within 5 overs. It will be wide. It will be a slow wide rattle on the leg side. 35 for 3. One more delivery remaining in the fifth over. Like the ball could have been an opportunity for stumping, but the batsman was well aware to keep his back foot right onto the crease. And that will finish the proceedings for the fifth over. 5 overs have been bowled. Tynor Sport are now 35 for 3 versus Gail. just had the one stump to aim it, and but misses it. But probably he was safe back onto his crease. You can see, you can even hear the shout clearly, no, no, and he slipped, but thankfully he was there at the crease and non-striker. He's in the air, but connected very beautifully right towards the commentary box for a huge six. Lovely connection, straight as an arrow, and hit it and connected very, very well. The score will now move on to 42 for 3. What a good connection that was. Little bit slower, little bit fuller, little bit slower also in the air. Coming down the wicket again, this time it was little better onto the stumps. He did see the batsman dancing down the wicket and made it little look slower on medium leg. Didn't give him any opportunity to free his arms. So the score will remain on 42 for 3 for Tynor Sport. Coming down the wicket again, dab towards the man at gully, no runs. Immediately no set from the non-striker. So 2-dot delivery, 42 for 3. One more legitimate delivery remaining in the 6th over from Gail. All went up in unison as soon as the ball touched the pad, and it's as if you definitely need to raise your finger, but eventually an umpire said you can instead get your cap back. That will finish the proceedings for 6 overs for Tynor Sport. It's 42 for 3. Forty-three for 3. One more delivery remaining in the 7th over. Very, very short outside off stump, and that will be a wide for sure. Score will be now 44 for 3 for Tynor Sport. Ankit on 19. Short, just short outside, and evading the sleep, between the sleep and the gully actually. It was so slow. He had enough room to think through either the wicket keeper or the gully. Eventually, he played it towards the man at gully, with no runs to his name. And that will bring the end of the 7 over. 44 for 3 for Tynor Sport, chasing a target of 181 versus Gail. Nice, good bowling. Spinners have definitely done most of the trick here on these pitches. We've already seen a very wonderful left arm spinning display in the previous match by Dhruv Sharma, also bagging the most valuable player, bowling figures of 447. Very, very short, but that was not angled properly. So an extra run for Tynor Sport. It will be now 45 for 3. Again, it was almost like a repeat of the previous delivery, but this time the result will be different. 4 runs for Tynor Sport, and they will inch closer towards the half century mark. 49 for 3. Very, very short. He had ample time to rock on the back foot and give direction for 4 runs. This is nice spin again. This will elevate the fielder, and it will bring the 50 up for Tynor. 53 for 3. Very good stroke, very good connection on the leg side. Slog sweep, and the result is the same. This has been a very, very fruitful over as of now for Tynor Sport. As time we're trying to mention that the runs were trying to just dry up. They have got 2 back-to-back boundaries, Tynor Sport. Hitting the ball well. Yes, it's in the air actually. But will be 2 bounces to the charging fielder. Was in the air for some time. It will be now 54 for 3. Good ball. This is good. Nice, good bowling. It spun and it left the batsman. In the air again, fielder. He didn't see that's what he was indicating. He lost the track of the ball because of the sun directly onto his face. He immediately apologized to the bowler, but it's actually not his mistake. You can see the afternoon sun shining so brightly, despite the cap. It sometimes makes it very difficult to track the ball. Again, that's good bowling, but that will be wide. That his score will be now 56 for 3. It's India again. What a good catch that is! He will be the contender for each SFS pair of hands, no doubt. Was trying to play, was trying to in fact repeat the stroke. Went little higher in the air. He judged it to perfection and into his safe hands. So 4th wicket down. So 4th wicket down for Tynor Sport, and he is 56 for 4 at the end of the 8 overs.
Sound.
Softly played towards the man at the brilliant point. Defending both the fielder, wanting to take off for the second. It will just be one run. 61 for 5 now on board for Tynor Sport. No, immediately could have been a run out. But the umpire said, let peace prevail. Let's carry on with the game. They wanted to take one run, but they're very, very hesitant. Could have been confusion again. Score will remain on 61 for 5. I think the ball again was trying to hit it over extra cover. Didn't connect it into the safe gloves of the wicketkeeper Abhishek. 61 for 5 remains. That's what it does. Trying to get it connected. Dancing was trying to dance till the land, but umpire says no. That will be one run. It was way outside off stump. It will be now 62 for 5 for Tynor Sport. Very short outside off stump. Slashes it. Oh! How did it go between the hands and onto the boundary? He probably slipped from his position. And the bowler is actually looking at the fielder and probably giving him a very weird look. And he can keep that up for discussion when the meet eventually, probably at the fall of the wicket or at the dugout. But as of now, it's 66 for 5. Oh, Zanaz. And it will be a bye. And onto the boundary behind the wicket keeper for 4 runs. Back to back boundary. One off the bat. One by. You can see the frustration from the bowler. He wanted that to be kept by the wicket keeper, but missed everyone. And onto the fence for 4. It will be now 70 for 5 for Tynor Sport. Very good ball. This is good bowling. Very, very good ball. And that will bring the end. And 10 overs have been bowled. It's Tynor Sport are now 70 for 5.
चलो आई बस बिफोर आई फाइनली
हाँ हाँ ठीक है
नीचे उतरी पाकट को ठंडा पानी पियो
हाँ श्योर श्योर यू आर नॉट देयर फॉर द थर्ड मैच
पास्ता वाज वेरी
अच्छा चलो लेट मी नो ठीक है थर्सडे को पॉसिबल
वेरी पॉसिबल
हाँ
ये नेचर का डब्बा है
फिर
नेचर ही
अनिश्चल आया हूँ अच्छा अच्छा ओके आराम से आराम से
148 for 7. 2 overs remaining. This has come so close. We never thought at one moment when it was 54 for 5 that it would come remotely closer. But Tynor Sport, they have done very beautifully to come right back into the game. Still, it's even Stevens for both the teams. And David is 35 not out of 29. Giving him company is Mintu, 6 not out of 9. They need 33 of 12 deliveries. Smashing in the air, it's in the air, fielder. Evades him and on to the max protein boundary for 4. Started off very beautifully. The equation is now 29 of 11. Getting closer and closer, but still some way to go. They need some very good hitting, and this should allow them to ease a little Tynor Sport. Cooler in the air, over the umpires and into the boundary for 4. He's doing it beautifully. Can he make history? Can he bring Tynor Sport right to the game? He's already doing it with 2 back-to-back boundaries. And the pressure, this is pressure cooker situation for the bowler. 156 for 7 now. I need 25 of 10. It could be a nail-biting finish. Yesterday had ground number 3. In the evening we had a very good finish. Slow in the air, cross bats the shot. Fielder does it very well. Under pressure, coming back for a second. Will it be a run out? Now, probably at the other end, he didn't see it well. Probably the throw was not correct. He could have aimed at the striker's end. But this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. 158 for 7 now. 23 more required of 9 deliveries. Anything can happen. Few strokes across the boundary, and you can feel the jitters among the Gail players. But nothing is lost. This is absolutely beautiful from Tynor Sport. They had made a match out of nothing. 3 more deliveries to go. Take a deep breath, ladies and gentlemen. We feel this might just go down the wire. 181 to chase. Here's the 4th delivery of the 19th over. Charges the bowler. Slow in the air. Take another ball. Hits it. Very good shot. 19 of 8 now. What a good clean strike this is. Little slow in the air on the leg side. Taken on the folder. And over the boundary ropes for 6. Oh my lord. He is doing beautifully. He is timing the ball so well. As handsome as ever. He is safely and arguably the coolest performer of the match now. To do it under pressure cooker situation. It's never easy to stand up to expectations. And Tawit, and he has actually crossed 51 not out of 33 for Tawit with that 6 fours and 3 sixes. This is absolutely brilliant batting from Tawit. A little bit slowly, he slashes it towards the man at Defiantly trying to come back for the second. Will just get a single. 165 for 7 now. 26 more required. I beg your pardon, 16 more required of 7 deliveries. It's all about the nerves now. It's all about the nerves, as I say. One delivery going on. It's in the air! Very, very air! Where is it? It's on to the next ground! What a brilliant hitting this is! What clean striking! 171 for 7 to finish the 19th over. And just 10 runs now require of 6 deliveries. What a hit this is! What a hit! Tynor Sport, you pity! Especially the batsman who has the sword in his hand. Did you believe at 54 for 5 the Tynor Sport can come near towards the doors of victory? And the man in black, Gail, will feel the heat now. What an absolute clean striker of the ball he is turning out to be for Tynor Sport. Take a breath, ladies and gentlemen, take a breath. We might just have something going on here. 19 overs have been bowled. 171 for 7. 10 more runs required of 6 deliveries. I'll also take a breather with my voice as I have to complete one more match. But this is going to be an absolute thriller here at the PCL Sports Complex here in Noida. This is Dafa News Pro Corporate League Season 11. And this league has kept on throwing surprises after surprises. And this is one of the most surprising comeback that we have seen probably in the history of this Pro Corporate League. And we must just see eventually, of course, this match will finish, but the eventual winner, whoever keeps the calm and nerves among the excitement, will eventually be claimed the winners.
हो गया आपका हमें ठीक है आप खेलते हो मैं अपन अंपायर ही हो आप वैसे अंपायर तो मैं अभी आया आपका दोस्त है तब से लगा बहुत पढ़ाई करते ही मोबाइल पे सुबह से लगा है भाई साहब पढ़ाई मतलब भाई साहब अलग लेवल क्लास 12 का बनने फाड़ देगा क्या एग्जाम सेंटर जाने हैं ऐसे कर देगा
171 for 7. 10 more runs required of 6 deliveries for Tynor Sport. Each and every delivery, I'm sure it will be cheered at the dugout, either at the dugout of Gail or at the dugout of Tynor Sport, who's sitting little, absolutely just few meters on my right. And the cheers, I'm sure, will get bigger and louder after each and every delivery. Setting the field right. Here's the first ball of the 20th over. Throwing the air, reaches towards the cover. Not exactly where he is trying to angle the bat through, but he'll get a single. 9 required of 5. All single digits now. Who would have thought in their wildest of dreams that this match would come at this stage where you have to calculate for each and every ball that has been bowled here. 9 or 5. Hold your breath. It could go either ways now. Here is the second ball of the 20th over. The penultimate over. So in the air, fielder! Just ball short of him. Will just get a single. Probably they were ball watching. They could have probably taken the second run. But eventually just settle for one. 8 required of 4 deliveries. So 2 runs per ball. But they would love to probably hit 2 boundaries and get this done and dusted. Swing and a miss. Appeal at the square leg umpire, but He negates it. Pressure again, pressure. He was not right to the pitch of the delivery. Slower delivery outside off stump. Well done from the wicketkeeper also, Abhishek. Equation is 8 of 3 deliveries now. Still there in the hunting is Tynor spot. Played it in the air. Can you find the gap? No, he doesn't. There's a fumble. They're coming for the second. Will he complete it? There's an appeal. No. That boy says peace, peace. He'll get a couple of runs. They've done it very well. The communication has to be very important, very spot on while we're going for this important singles and a couple of runs. And now the equation is 6 of 2 deliveries. Just 6 required of 2. Can he finish with 1 stroke? Here's the 5th ball. Smashes it down the ground. The fielder is there. Can they come for the second? He fumbles. They're coming for the second. Little bit slower to get off the block probably. Didn't collect the ball well. And now they require a boundary of the last ball. 4 of 1 ball. What will happen in this ball? Keep your nerves, keep your nails intact. Keep them biting if you want them. But right on the pitch, this is a battle of the highest order. 4 of 1. Here's the last ball of the innings. He's bowling! He's bowling! Gail are the eventual winners of this match. Trying to heave on the leg side. The bowler kept his gun, and Gail have won this match by 3 runs versus Tynor Sport. What a match! What an eventual match we had at this PCL Sports Complex here in Noida. An absolute humdinger of a cricket match. This is what the Funny is Pro Corporate League keeps on cropping up each and every time we are here. And this was no different. Congratulations to Gail. But the batsmen and the team from Tynor Sport, they can also go back home with head held high. They have done absolutely everything to keep this match and us at the edge of our seats. And eventually, Gail kept their nerves and calm, and excitement can be seen as they keep their heads down, and eventual winners. We'll be back with the presentation very soon. Thank you, everyone.
हाँ बोलो ये का डब्बा में नीचे आ रहा नहीं उड़ के जाएगा ये